944, to me, it is Porsche. You know, from an engineering perspective, doing a perfectly balanced automobile back in that period of time and understanding what it means to handling and performance is just what I would call unique. Those of us that have the 944s and have driven the 944s have an appreciation and love for them, and I think we'll always have that. There's a lot of people out there who think it's maybe the redheaded stepchild of the Porsches. I disagree. To me, it's a unique brand of the Porsche. Bought it in October of 2016, sight unseen. She came in on a trailer out of Chester, New Jersey. He provided a lot of documentation, everything he did to it. He has over $111,000 worth of work in it himself. When we got to where we figured out we were going to go a different direction, we literally went from scratch. Some paint peeled off the car. When I saw that, I couldn't get right with it. And that's now $95,000 later. That's a $200,000 944. The whole interior of the car was taken apart, and the dashboard, everything removed and everything rewired. The dashboard was cracked. We had that wrapped in leather. I decided to go to DC Automotive and get some sports seats and had those reupholstered. The nitrous tank is still inside the car. It's not filled with nitrous. It's painted the color of the car, has Porsche on it. Left that in there kind of as a talking piece. With the roll bar that we have in it, had it painted the color of the car. The car came with a standard sunroof in it. Came across this last sunroof, a Saratoga. I actually got lucky enough to find one on eBay and bought it instantly. To me, I like it because it opens up the interior. Favorite part of the car, of course, is the color. The Road Scholar team that put it together actually removed some of the yellow that is in the factory gray and added a little black. So this car is a one-color car. The whole car was taken down to bare metal. They rebuilt her, trued up all the panels, sanded them down, and of course then painted her. Porsche decals and the turbo logo on the quarter panel are not decals, they are painted. So the engine originally was a 2.5 liter. Before I bought her, the gentleman had the engine taken out and rebored to a 2.7 liter and had lower end crank work done to it that was at 3 liter specs. It also has now a Lindsay low end 61 turbo. It's got 993 turbo brakes. All the top end valves have been redone. She has the 968 rear end and transmission in it. It has a racing suspension that we also put in it after I bought it. We removed the torsion bars in the rear, and it's a full coilover setup. If I wanted to track it, it is balanced and can do that, but it's also set to where I can do a daily drive and not be beaten up in it. So that's how I have it spec'd out, where I can still drive it, enjoy it, get the Porsche feel, a little race feel, but also have it as a daily driver. Money's money, but the great thing about it is I know I'll never get the money out of it. I don't ever plan on selling it. It'll be something I give to one of my sons. So Smith's my oldest son. He has always had a love for cars as well since he was a little guy. My first Porsche was a 993 Cabriolet 95. He loved that car. He liked to go riding around, put the top down. And when he got his license, I began to teach him how to drive a stick shift. But one day I put him at the end of the driveway on an incline and said, sit out there, don't stall out, and after you do that 10 times in a row, you can take it out. And he was persistent and accomplished that. You know, he and I go to car shows together, and he actually knows as much about Porsche, if not more, than I do now. And it's what was great, he actually knows the new generation Porsche specs, but he also knows old generation. And for him to be 23 and love a 944, I think is wonderful. I get more thumbs up, people walking up, can I take a picture of it, what is it, tell me about it. A lot of people still know what that car is. like going down a country road and just hearing her spool up and get down on it.